Hey fam, your boy Dragon Slayer 62 OK. Quite the interesting day today. First, I think we ought to start off with finding out that a lot of our constitutional, as well as civil rights, probably even human rights, are being in great violations. Today, we made a call to the FBI. I was going to check on the status of a report that Mrs. Dragon Slayer had put in, as well as a report that I'd put in, as well as their what we call online tip sheet. So anyhow, let's see if I can find this recording for you guys, and you can hear for yourself how things went here. It was rather strange, to say the least. So anyhow, here's a recording. Hopefully everything's going to work all right here, and you guys will be able to hear this.
Miami office of the Federal Bureau of Investigation. If this is an emergency, please hang up and call 911. Para Español, oprima 6. If you know your party's extension, press 1 followed by the 4-digit extension number. If you are a law enforcement officer reporting an emergency, such as a bank robbery, press 0. If you are calling to report a possible internet-related crime, please go to www.ic3.gov to submit a complaint. If you are calling to report a complaint, tip, or to report a crime, press 4 or go to tips.fbi.gov. If you are requesting information on employment with the Bureau, or to receive general applicant information, or if you're trying to reach our Human Resources Department, press 5. For all other calls, please press 0. This call may be recorded.
They eventually answer. Yes, this is Michael Shuttler calling on a recorded line for educational and training purposes. I was calling to see if you guys had any update that my wife and I had called in, as well as submitted a tip online for a murder for hire. We hadn't heard anything back from...
I'm going to transfer you to our intake line, and maybe they can help you out. One more.
Okay. She didn't have no problem being on a recorded line. That's cool.
Hello. Thank you for calling the FBI. To continue this call in English, press 1. For Spanish, press... This is not a 911 service for taking emergency calls. For emergencies, please call 911. If you, or someone you know, are having thoughts of suicide, experiencing a mental health crisis, or seeking mental health resources, press 1. In a few moments, you will be connected to an operator. This call will be recorded for quality assurance, investigative or other purposes. If you do not wish to be recorded, please press 1 to receive details on how to report electronically, and this call will then be disconnected. During this call, you will be asked to provide identifying information about yourself and or the persons about whom you are calling. These questions will ask for information regarding name, date of birth, telephone number, and address. For the best accuracy, please do not use speakerphone while providing this information. We use this information to assist in investigating your tip. You do not have to provide your name or other personal information. However, the lack of information may delay or hurt our ability to investigate your tip. Any information you can provide may be used for authorized purposes. Repeatedly providing information with no demonstrated investigative value may result in the FBI no longer taking your information. By continuing this call, you are agreeing to these terms. To help us process your call most efficiently, please tell us in a few words what federal violation or national security issue you are calling about.
Murder for hire.
Thank you for your entry. Please listen closely as our menu options have recently changed. To report a tip on an FBI case or current event highlighted in the news, press 1. To report a suspicious email, hacked email, internet scams, cryptocurrency scams, ransomware, threatening communication through email or text message with demands for money, press 2. To report a swatting incident that has already occurred, press 3. To report a tip about a threat to human life, serious bodily injury, significant violent action, or threat to national security, press 4. To report mortgage fraud, please say or enter your 10-digit phone number now.
Sure does go through a lot of prompts just to be able to talk to someone.
Your phone number is 407-468-5587. If this is correct, say yes.
Yes.
If this is incorrect, say no. Please spell your legal first name now.
Michael.
The spelling of your legal first name is Michael. If this is correct, say yes. If this is incorrect, say no. Please spell your legal last name now.
Sutler.
The spelling of your legal last name is Sutler. If this is correct, say yes. If this is incorrect, say no.
No.
Please spell your legal last name now.
Sutler.
The spelling of your legal last name is Sutler. If this is correct, say yes.
Yes.
If this is incorrect, say no. Please say or enter your date of birth as month, day, and 4-digit year. Your date of birth is August 12, 1962. If this is correct, say yes.
Yes.
If this is incorrect, say... Please say or enter your 5-digit zip code now. Your zip code is 32966. If this is correct, say yes.
Yes.
If this is incorrect, say... The state abbreviation is FL. If this is correct, say yes.
Yes.
If this is incorrect, say... The spelling of your city is EERO. If this is correct, say yes.
Yes.
If this is incorrect, say... Please say your street address, including house number and street name, now.
2055 82nd Avenue, lot 446. Sorry, folks, I had to blank a little bit of that out. Don't want people that don't want to help all of a sudden showing up, and who knows what could even happen after that.
Thank you for calling. Your call is very important to us and will be answered in the order it was received.
You'd think it'd have a little different kind of music. It almost sounded like elevator music. One of the crazy things about the whole ordeal is, like I say, I'd had no problem at all being recorded. The first lady I spoke with, she had no problem being recorded. Let's see what happens when we get a hold of somebody that may know something. This ought to be interesting. I'm on the phone with the FBI.
I please verify the spelling of your first name is Michael, Michael.
Yes, ma'am.
Last name Shauler.
It's Shauler.
Shutler.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
I'm calling on a recorded line for educational and training purposes. I'd called in, and my wife had called in.
Wait a minute, sir. Wait, you're calling on a recorded line.
Yes, ma'am. For educational and training purposes.
You're recording my call?
Yes, ma'am.
I didn't give you permission to record my call.
That's why I let you know what was going on before anything has happened.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not allowing you to I didn't give you permission to record my call.
Okay. Very well. Thank you so much. Now, ain't that something? My question is, being I got no problem with being recorded and giving them my name and info and all that, and to ask for basically an update on where we may stand with the report that myself and Mrs. Dragonslayer had reported, 2 or 3 days now, without hearing anything back. And the first lady I spoke with, let her know it was on a recorded line. Because like I said, I wanted you people to be able to hear such things and what might go on and take place. But the strange thing of how when we spoke to this lady, at first she said yes, and then, wait, you're calling on a recorded line? I didn't give you permission to record this. My question is, why all of a sudden was there the freak out panic when it basically wouldn't have anything to do with anyone else? This is just merely checking on, see if they got any update of the reports that what we'd made. When y'all can see, it's quite very obvious she pretty well freaked out. I don't know if that'd have anything to do with all the times that we'd called and the time that we met with the FBI, and they thought I was crazy, and they thought, who knows what they thought with the wife. And after having them call the funny wagon people out to evaluate me, and we passed that with flying colors, and the FBI still refused to investigate. It makes me really kind of curious as an American citizen why they would panic in such a manner of a case that is my own. Don't think it happened to be for them lacking to give us as American citizens help to investigate what's going on, or that maybe incriminate them on not doing their job. Well, guys, obviously, as you can see, we didn't get very far with that. We didn't get any information to even see if they even checked on anything. But I wanted to share that with you guys because, as I tried before, we only just got a busy signal. To let you all know, we're trying our best, me and Mr. Dragonslayer, to put a stop to these terrorist acts that are continuing to go on, that our Sheriff's Department is continuing to allow happen, which is violation of our constitutional, human, and civil rights for as American citizens to be protected and to be safe in our own country. Well, meantime, there's an association called ADA, and that is Americans with Disabilities Act. Quite some time I'd signed up and become registered with them because basically Americans with disabilities have quite a few rights. Well, I contacted them and through the main hotline, didn't get much results. So then I contacted the people that's responsible for ADA. And that just so happened to be the United States Department of Justice. I spoke with them for quite a bit today. I let them know what was going on, and basically how, after making several reports with the FBI, making several reports with our local sheriffs, of how they have refused us our constitutional and civil rights as Americans to be protected, and how they have just turned basically the other cheek to ignore these very, very serious matters at hand. After all, FBI is one of their main jobs is to protect American citizens. Well, with me and the missus being upstanding American citizens, elderly, as well as disabled, but not what they thought. They thought that I had some kind of a brain disability, that I was crazy, and instead of looking into my background and finding out that it was my lower back that is my disability, they assumed, with me being crazy as they assumed, I ain't sure what their assumption could possibly be with wife there, why they would ignore what she had to say, let alone ignoring what I had to say, to refuse to do their duty. Well, after speaking with the Department of Justice on this matter, they thought that was pretty sad, to say the least. But I guess they have a online site there of some forms that me and the missus can fill out, and then it goes to some court to see if there's grounds for a suit, I guess, or it's a complaint thing, but to see if there's grounds whereabouts they may have been negligent, whatever, and probably make them have to do their job and do an investigation, let alone to do their duty to protect us and keep us safe as American citizens. Meantime, these evil terrorist villains are still wide full blast after it. Still doing what they're doing. Still trying to bring bodily harm. Still trying to get monetary gain, money, illegally from trying to unalive us. Well, with the many times I've said, and the missus has said and told them, that of all this evidence we've obtained, the hundreds of hours of videotape that totally shows them plotting and planning how they're going to spend the money, how they're going to complete the job, how they're going to do all this, brings us right back to square one. No help, almost no hope. So I made a little video that I put on my news feed on Facebook, because I'm limited to what I could say there. And also, by the way, YouTube, this video is for entertainment and educational purposes only. With that being said, hopefully they won't take it down. In the description of this video here, there's a link to my PayPal for anyone that would like to donate to this cause, so that the missus and myself can hire a private investigator. We can hire an attorney, which I'm sure all y'all know that both of them is quite very, very expensive. For a couple people on Social Security and Social Security disability, by the time we pay our bills, there's not much left at all. So, like I say, in the description of this video, there'll be a link to my PayPal account that if anyone would like to donate towards our cause and help us to American